timelessly beautiful. Sponsored by Schwarzkopf Colour Mask.
Welcome back to Loose Women. Coming up very soon, the soul legend that is George Benson. Linda's very excited.
I'm going to see him tonight.
Oh,
She's been singing all his songs.
Yeah. What's your favourite track then? Come on, Linda.
The greatest love of all. I'm going to ruin it. It makes me easy. Oh no, I can't even sing that right.
The hands were good though, Linda.
Yeah, the hands were good.
Really
Showing back
good.
the voice.
Yeah,
I know,
good memories, good memories. Right, well, George is coming up very soon, but our next guest, possibly the most controversial woman in Britain right now. She's had a boob job on the NHS. She was tempted to have an abortion to appear on Big Brother, is now spending £6,000 of taxpayers' money ferrying her children to school because she can't deal with being hassled by people on public transport. That's what we're being told in the newspapers anyway. Even more revelations in the papers today. But there are always two sides to every story, and now it's time to hear hers. Please welcome Josie Cunningham. Josie, thanks very much for coming in. As we say, you've attracted a lot of negative publicity in recent weeks, but there are always two sides to every story. Is it justified, the negative publicity, do you think?
You expect a biased opinion when you put yourself out there in the media. I wouldn't necessarily say I disagree with everything they say.
When you say when you put yourself out there in the media, have you put yourself out there? I mean, has this been a sort of decision that you've taken to go out there and be public Josie Cunningham?
Initially, no. I just did the first story with The Sun, just to be more of an inspiration to young women, you know, women of any age that were suffering 0% breast tissue, such as myself. But I was portrayed from the start in a really bad way. And that just gave me the get up and go then to just carry on pushing. I started receiving a lot of abuse online, and I just thought, I've been bullied all my life through having no boobs. I'm not going to be bullied again.
Did you not think about going for some counselling or some help rather than go down that, you know, plastic surgery route?
It was never mentioned by my GP, was counselling.
And was it, when you went back this time, was it about anxiety, wasn't it? About, in order to get the money for the taxis for the school run, it was the anxiety of taking them on the bus that you went back to the doctor for, was it? And he got in touch with the council.
Well, I've been suffering with anxiety for about the past year now. Yeah. Initially, I was fine with the bus, but then the problems started.
What sort of things are happening on the buses? Sorry.
It's more the confrontation in front of the kids. It's just not on, really. I'm sure any mother will agree. It's, you know, you can't be...
What are they angry about? Are they angry about the boob job that you had on the NHS?
Mostly, yes.
Can you understand that kind of anger? You might be, I think, you know, if you're on a bus, you're going to meet all sorts of people, maybe someone who's lost their mum to cancer, maybe someone who's on their way to a night shift as a nurse, people that haven't got the kind of money that you've spent on that operation or that they've been paying into.
I fully understand that, but the hatred shouldn't necessarily be aimed towards myself. I feel there is more the NHS could do to help these people.
To help which people? What? Which people?
Just people that are not getting help with funding, for instance,
poorly
babes,
but
children.
You've used it on your boobs. It's been used in the wrong place.
Well, it's not being used in the wrong place. I had a medical condition myself, so I wouldn't say it's being used in the wrong place. I do disagree with other decisions made by the NHS, not towards myself.
I think it's a bit of a short-term fix, though, isn't it? Getting taxis instead of... I understand the anxiety. I mean, we all get this. We're all in the public eye, and, you know, going shopping isn't quite the same sometimes, and if you're feeling like you're on a rough day, you know, it's part of the job, though, isn't it? But when your doctor sort of, or somebody prescribes you taxis, really, it's not going to get to the bottom of the root of the issue of anxiety, is it? Cognitive therapy or some sort of support or herbal medicines might be a better kind of...
Well, I actually voluntarily offered to start the cognitive behaviour
Right,
therapy
great.
because I do want to be able to
Yeah.
get on a bus. I've never said, oh, I'm famous, I'm not getting on a bus. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Josie, I mean, you know, we didn't bring you on here to, you know, to pillory you or you have to defend yourself. It was an opportunity for you to speak directly rather than through the newspapers. But can I just ask you, what is it that you want out of life now? I mean,
My main ambition in life is just to secure, you know, a steady future for my kids in the sense of, you know, financially. And I mean, both my children's dad is not around. He's not seen
And
them
is
from
this
birth.
dad around? The father of this baby, is that dad around?
It's not looking promising, no. It's not
So
looking...
you've got 2.5 children at the moment,
Yeah, and I've got those children on my own.
which is
and
not an easy thing to do.
It's not, no, and that's why...
You're saying you want to secure a positive future for them, which is great, and I think every parent's the same. You've now had a little taste of, you know, what being in the media can be, and you can get burned, and lots of people have been burned. Now that you've seen that, do you think you want to continue on this path, or do you think it might be better for you and the kids to maybe come back a little bit?
I mean, I think everything that can be said has been said to me, you know. Big nose and scrounger and everything. I'm just trying to do...
Does it bother you?
It doesn't bother me, no, because as long as I'm securing a stable future for my children, you know, I'll take the weight of the world on my shoulders happily.
Josie, anybody, any working mum out there, you know, especially single mums, can know how hard it is. I've got the greatest of respect for the hard work that you have to do every day to raise your children. However, there was a huge backlash, not even after the boob job, but the abortion. You said you wanted, you wanted to
there
go
was a
into...
suggestion that you might
Well, you
consider
say, you
having
explain
an
it then.
abortion.
Did you say you wanted to have an abortion to go in the Big Brother house? A
All
lot
this-
of people
all this
felt very
started-
badly, understandably.
I was approached by Big Brother producers. I went to meet with them in a hotel in Manchester regarding going on the show, and everything was looking promising, and I thought, oh, you know, fantastic. Maybe something good what people can't criticise me for. But then I informed them that I was pregnant, and it just went downhill from there, really. They told me straight away, there's no chance you're going on now.
You're pregnant.
While you're having if you have this baby.
Did you consider getting rid of the baby?
I was considering it, but not just for Big Brother. There was a lot of work opportunities in the pipeline, in discussion. But then I sat down and actually thought about it like a good mother should. And I realised that, you know, having 2 children already, this career can be reached with a 3rd.
Yeah.
I mean, I've actually been able to go from being on benefits myself to being a self-employed single parent at 23, and I'm very proud of that.
Josie, how are you earning your money then? When you say your career, this career could be pursued, what is your career?
My career's a lot of different things, whether it's dealing with media inquiries, photo shoots. I've also had my first endorsement, which is my pullthepig.com website, dating website, for achievable looking women.
We're not going to go into that, but yes, a dating website. So it's basically, this is a way for you to make money. I
don't know how I can be criticised over that, really.
No, not at all. No, this is a way for you to make money, to support your children. It comes with a bit of flack.
I had a lot of fun, actually,
to take
posing with a pig.
We're going to leave the pig. We're going to leave
up to it.
Josie, listen, you came on to give your side of things, and you have. Thank you very much indeed, Josie Cunningham.
Thank you very much.
It is competition time again. You could be in holiday heaven if you win our prize of a holiday home and £10,000 in cash.
Imagine stress-free family